the way we end the podcast is you help me answer questions from visitors. And this is really simple. You guys got this. You're local-ish. You got this.
Okay.
So here's how it works. We have 2 visitor centers, one at Jacuzzi Family Winery and one up here at the Toscano Hotel in the Plaza. People call us, they text us, they slide into our DMs. Sometimes they write us letters, put them in the mail. We answer them, and you are now volunteers because you're going to help us in the segment we call We Get Questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go. First one. This one's pretty. This is good. Hey, I was driving through the Springs, so just north of town, and I see bicycle-shaped sculptures at the bus stops. What are those, and why are they there?
That's where you lock up your bike when you take the bus.
Look at this. Look at this.
Amazing.
He's so smart.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Those were a program. And again, also, if you don't know the answer, you can just say, "Oh, can I get some help?" By the way, but you got it right there.
Or make something up. That's what I'm.
Or make something up. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Same wavelength. So basically, the county wanted to show people a place to ride their bikes and then lock up their bikes. So they made these cool sculptures, and they're currently at bus stops. That's great. They can be there too, but also maybe they should be in front of La Michoacana for some ice cream because that's really good ice cream, right? Some good stuff like that. And Cielito, which has good churros. I just know all the ice cream and churro places. I'm sure there's other stuff
here.
in the Springs. But maybe they could put one in front of your shop eventually someday. But yeah, so that's the question. Because someone asked us, I'm like, yeah, right. Those are weird looking bike racks. They're bike racks. So there you go. Okay, another one. I was driving from San Francisco towards Sonoma, and I noticed these weird bells, and on it said El Camino Real. What are those?
That was the trail that they used to use from the South Bay to the North Bay in their wagons.
But why the bells?
That's my guess.
These are great. You guys are so good. So, okay, so you grew up in the city. What's the district that's the sunniest part of the San Francisco that starts with M and ends with N?
Marina.
Mission.
Okay. I didn't grow up in the city. I went to high school in the
Okay,
city.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
Where'd you grow up?
Marin.
Marin. Okay, fine.
They
Fine.
bust her
Fine.
Yeah,
So,
I
okay,
did.
in Marin, there's San Rafael,
Yeah.
which is a mission.
Yeah.
San Francisco is a mission.
Yeah.
Fremont has Mission San Jose, but it's down there. There are 21 missions in California, starting from San Diego, going all the way north. That road, El Camino Real, means the King's Highway, the Royal Highway. And the bells are supposed to be like the mission bells. And you can follow the route. It's essentially 101 all the way up, part 1 depending. And it ends, the final one is in Sonoma.
The last mission.
The last mission.
That one.
Boom.
So I was almost there.
You were totally right.
were.
And every mission is...
You sound way better.
It's my job.
Yeah.
Every mission is about a day's ride on a mule or a long walk away from each other.
Wow.
So that was the whole goal, was the pathway, which became the freeway. So, Jason, you're right. And
Very cool.
Amanda, you're right. Good job.
We're both kind of right.
You got it. Here's one. Are there any restaurants on the Sonoma Plaza that waive corkage? That's a tricky one. So corkage is what you pay when you're bringing a bottle of wine to a restaurant. For those who don't know, I know you know.
I was going to say I don't drink wine.
Okay. That's okay.
I mean, I thought the restaurant business, if you brought a bottle, you bought a bottle.
Usually a lot of them will do that. Yep. Yeah. And that's kind of because they do make their money off of selling wine. So if you are bringing wine too much, sometimes they're losing, right? It's like me bringing my own golf ball, golf simulator, and golf clubs to you. And you're like,
You know,
why
it's
are you
funny
here,
because
Tim?
I back in the day when I managed the Swiss Hotel, that we would
Keep going. You're
we
very
would-
close.
Okay.
You're incredibly close.
Yeah.
I mean, I might just say you're really close.
okay,
On Wednesdays at the Swiss Hotel.
okay,
There you go.
damn,
Good job.
Really well done.
And I had them verify that because I didn't. Some do and some don't. But the Swiss Hotel, I believe, still waives corkage on Wednesdays, so you can bring your bottle of wine that you bought around the plaza and bring it there. So
You know, if you go into the wine room, that's right.
at the Swiss Hotel.
Yeah, there's a photo.
Of you?
Yeah, I bust tables there when they reopened in '90.
And they have a photo of
two.
you?
I was
Yeah, it says "Do not hire ever again."
I didn't. Hey, Hank didn't hire me.
Really, you were a busser there?
Yeah, I did. I
did
worked.
not know that.
Yeah, I bust tables there. I was 24, and then I worked my way up to
Yeah,
a server, a manager. Then I bought in.
Wait, you were in food service?
I was.
We glossed over this whole part of your career.
Yeah. It's
I was
I
sitting there
remember this
grasping at straws, trying to tie flooring into tourism, and here you are,
no.
you're like, just let Tim hang out there.
well, I didn't know that you would be interested.
You worked in the restaurant business.
I did for a long time.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
The Swiss Hotel. I've got really fond memories of that place.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
What's in a Glarifee exactly? What's
I
the
can't.
recipe?
You know what? Nobody knows. Kirsten knows because she makes it.
Nobody's listening. Just tell me right now. Just put it right in the
No,
microphone.
I'm telling you. Like we used to go. I have to go back and grab a gallon jug from Aunt Helen, and it would just have like a plastic saran wrap over with the cap. And I'm like, when are you going to tell me what's in this? She's all, never. We had a group of chemists in the wine room. They were having a party, and they were all trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah.
They drank a lot of them.
I have tasted it. It is delicious.
All right, for
It's
those that don't know,
delicious.
can you explain what a Glarifee is?
Go ahead.
What kind of drink is it?
It's. I'm going to tell you, they mix the Glarifee sauce with whatever that is. I think it's been a long time since I've had one or made one with some whiskey, and they float it with a little cream.
And there's some coffee in it, I believe, and it's kind of a
Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
That's in the mix.
Okay, yeah. So,
know.
so flavor, you have a coffee base to it, but nobody exactly knows except for one person.
Wild.
This is crazy, and so you can go to the Swiss Hotel, which evidently we should have led with that you used to work there because it's an institution.
It was a long time ago.
Well, it was. You are 31.
Yes, thank you.
Every time I say it, I get younger. Okay, so yeah, there are some places that waive corkage on the plaza, but I should also say there's other restaurants that do it. And if you just look at their pages, sometimes up in Glen Ellen, I think, Ari, don't be mad at me. I think Glen Ellen Star might have a day where they waive corkage, but kind of look around. Some of them will also waive corkage if you buy it from certain wineries nearby. Right, and typically it's midweek because that's a slower time for the restaurants. So, Amanda, did you ever own a restaurant or a winery? Are you a grape grower? Is there anything? Do you own a hotel? Is there anything else you want to tell me? Okay.
Oh yeah.
His experience is the one that's useful.
Okay. Well, no. I mean, I don't know. 'Cause-
Well, we're just answering questions. Let's go on. Next
yeah, this is a good one. Here's the final one. This is really, and you're doing a great job, by the way. You're doing a good job. Why are there mannequins with odd outfits? Like, for example, a cork dress, a skirt of plastic bags, a gown made of coffee liners, all around Sonoma Valley.
Trash and fashion show?
What is that? Because you're right.
I don't remember.
Okay, so you're right.
You're doing
I know
really
it's trash and fashion.
That's it. So trash and fashion. You want me to fill it in?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes.
So trash and fashion through the Sonoma Community Center.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the community center, as you know, is a really cool arts. People learn how to do arts like ceramics and dance and all sorts of stuff. Part of it is the fiber arts people, or the people who make things and they take things you normally throw away and they repurpose them into clothing for trash and fashion, just to kind of show like you shouldn't always throw stuff away. You can reuse things, right? And so, for example, we had one year at the Carnegie at the visitor center. We were there. We had a mannequin, and she had a dress made out of corks, and it was like. This stuff's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
it's like that creativity. Like you don't know how people do that. Currently, we have one made out of coffee liners and coffee throwaways. It's like a Marie Antoinette outfit.
Where's that?
As Toscano Hotel. You really got to check it out. 'Cause I was like, "What's that made of?" I got closer. I'm like, "This is all like that's very creative."
You touched it?
No,
You're not supposed to touch it. You know, that science says do not touch.
I just did that for the.
But he
people
said,
watching.
"Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I can
It is.
touch it."
You know what's creepy though is when we close the Toscano Hotel at night, that mannequin's still there. So out of the corner of your eye, you kind of like catch the creepy mannequin, and you're like, "That's creepy." But yeah, so it is trash and fashion. Every year they do have an actual fashion show at the end of April, but they have a whole bit different exhibits through the community center.
Where is the fashion show?
They do it, I think, at the community center in Andrews Hall, but it's moved around a few times, I believe. Have you had a chance to be in the community center before?
I have. It is marvelous.
Yeah.
I mean, one, the scheduling that they have, as you said, is very robust. And two, I was in there with a friend of mine, and she explained to me, because I did not grow up here, that what movie was filmed there?
Scream.
Yeah.
Woodsboro High School. That's
There
what
we
it's
go.
called. Yeah.
There we go. But it's a beautiful building, and it is enormous and can host a lot.
Yeah, they repurposed an old elementary school. I think it was the elementary school. Double-decker, classic school-looking building.
Yeah.
In the back, they have a big ceramics kiln and stuff like that. They have culinary classes in the front. Rotary meets in one of the rooms. So
Are your Rotary meetings?
Sunrise.
yeah,
Sunrise meets there every other Tuesday. They also did the kitchen back there.
Oh, they help put that
I
together.
think
Yeah, it's called the Rotary Kitchen. Yeah.
I think Rotary.
And then Gerardo does the cooking classes in there, which I loved. I walked down there; it smells so good.
cool.
And they're making. Should they have a window though to hand out little food? Like, here's a sample.
For people that work on the plaza.
Thank you.
'Cause,
Brought to you by Valley of the Moon Floors.
yeah, I'm way over here. I'm not going to go.
Where is your office?
Genius.
For Valley of the Moon?
It's actually behind the Sonoma Springs Brewery.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a large showroom, and I'm tucked away in the back, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because when you come there,
Right.
you're coming to see us.
Right.
Not
You're
just-
there on purpose.
Yes, you
You're not
have-
there to sell you crap.
No.
Hi, I was just selling you stuff
I'm just
you don't need.
I'm walking by. Nobody
That's
just
the way they
walks
do it.
by. That's the-
You guys answered all the questions correctly.
Cool.
You could be volunteers. You guys right now could leave here, quit your jobs, both of them, and go work at the visitor center. So,
Does it pay
I
well?
was going to say.
well, I said volunteer. I'll double the pay.
Okay. I like it.
I do have 2 volunteers, Dennis and Diane, every Friday. They're like, "We quit until you double our pay." I'm like, "You got it," because I pay you nothing.
In writing.
Exactly, but they're great.